everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm just filming like I try to get ready with me to go nowhere, and also I've got a few questions to answer for you that I asked over on my Instagram for. So if you want to see how I created this look, I mean, I'm no makeup artist. This is just what I do like when I want to take pictures, or well, yeah, take pictures at the moment. That's all we're doing. And yeah, if you want to see how I do that and listen to some questions as well, just carry on watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It means the world. And yeah, let's get started. So I might be looking a bit different to the first clip. No makeup on, as you can see. But I've got all the questions, oh god, on my iPad. So I'm going to answer them whilst I'm getting ready to obviously go nowhere in lockdown times, and obviously an Earl Grey tea. And I want to say a thank you. Mum got these. I'll link the Instagram like down below. I think it's from a company called like Plain Jane, but it just says all I want is tea and warm socks. And I just like drinking out of like clear glasses. So let's get on with the video. So obviously I have a mirror here. Well, you can't see it, but I can see it, which I'm going to be looking in as well. Also, I'm finding a massive breakout, which isn't the best. I think it's because I've been drinking, like, because I'm at home a lot more of the time, I've been drinking a lot of Earl Grey, which is needed because, I mean, we're in a lockdown and tea is the only thing that's getting me through it. Yeah, so anyway, I was saying this because my cousin Molly mentioned it on her like story, saying that basically I'm just using, I always use this, the Soap and Glory DIY brow. So my cousin Molly put it on her story, and basically she was saying that she's been having a breakout and she's gonna switch to almond milk. Now I've got them like at the top of my head, which I never really get, so I don't know what that's come from. Like, I really don't. So yeah, I'm just gonna like apply the Sudocreme tonight. I mean, we're not going anywhere, so yeah, I'm just gonna apply the Sudocreme. It's no other spots like around my face, it's just like at the top of my head, which is a bit strange. I can't lie to you guys. All I do is literally just fill in my brows, nothing special. They kind of just keep the same shape. You know the drill, girls. So, first question is, you spend too much money on clothes. You'd be correct. I mean, I'm not even going to deny that. Yeah, I've just said like questions / assumptions to see what I get back. This actually is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I think every man and his dog uses it. But it does the job. And I'm just gonna like prep my eyes. Now, I'm not doing much with my eyes, but basically I did like a look the other day and people wanted to see how I did it, because I never do like a winged look, but obviously it's come into fashion, well, not fashion, but like makeup like trends, so I wanted to try it. So yeah, that's what I was doing. But anyway, back to the question. I spend too much money on clothes. Yeah, you'd be right. I do spend too much money on clothes. I mean, I do a fashion degree, so, you know, what comes with it is you buy clothes, you know what I mean? And obviously I started my YouTube channel to give myself an excuse to buy more clothes. It's an addiction. I think I have to say it's an addiction to Zara, because my boy, I go onto their website and I spend a lot of money. Like, I'm probably one of their biggest customers. So yeah, I do spend too much money on clothes, but I am gonna start, let me know if you want to see this as a video. I want to start selling my stuff on Depop. Just a quick interlude here. This is a very battered palette. I actually got my friend Jenna the set of 3 for her birthday, because I use them. Amy, makeup artist, uses them, and it's my go-to palette, so they come as a set of 3. I don't know, they sold out for ages on Selfridges, and then they came on, so I was like, oh, get Jenna them. But they're Zoeva palettes, and this one's called Caramel melange. I'll link everything in the description if I can. It's just a beautiful bronzy chocolate palette. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use on my eyes. I'm just going to use like a mixture of this colour and this colour and this colour. As you can see, they're my most used ones. So yeah, anyway, back to the question. Yeah, so as I was saying, I really want to get into selling stuff on Depop. Like, my sister does it a lot. And I just have sentimental value to a lot of clothes. Like, I look at them and think, I'll never wear you, but I still want you in my wardrobe. You know, that feeling? But I think now my wardrobe is literally like bursting at the seams, and I only got my room done like last June, so I mean, we need to talk about that. So yeah, I think I want to start selling it, but my wardrobe needs to clear out first. So I was thinking I might do a video on like clearing out my wardrobe, and then that will give people, if you watch that, I'll give people an idea of like kind of the stuff I'd be selling on there, so you can go and grab your hands on a few bits. If you liked anything that I was clearing out, you know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to get some new bits for your wardrobe but didn't want to spend too much, because I won't be charging lots, I just want to get rid of it. But I think it's better doing it that way than just sending it to like a cash, you know, the bags for cash. Or I could take it to a charity shop. But I mean, we're recycling, aren't we, if I do it on Depop? So yeah, that was a thought of mine. Let me know if you want to see that. It's quite a therapeutic video as well. I think I could watch them all the time, like clean my wardrobe with me, because I do, when I do my wardrobe properly, I fold them. You know that Maria Kondo or something on Netflix? I do my drawers like that. It's so satisfying when you open them, and then like 2 weeks later they're back to normal again. So anyway, next question. What are some things you want to do when Corona is over? I think first thing on the list, hands down, 100% is a holiday. I think I want to go to like somewhere maybe far, but not too far. So there's that, and also I can't wait to go into the club. I've not actually been in a club legally, so you know, I really want to experience that moment where you're not fearing for your life that your ID isn't gonna work, and that you just walk in. Like, obviously I've been to like bars and restaurants since COVID, like when they reopened, but it's just not the same. Like, just stepping foot into a club with music on, you can dance and you don't have to worry about it, like, oh my goodness, bring that day on. Like, let me tell you. So there's some things I want to do when Corona's over. I think that's my main things. Is that pretty sad that all I want to do is go on a holiday and go to a club? I think that's because that's the main things I've missed out on this year. Just like dancing with my friends, like literally I'd kill to do that. So next, I've got this Charlotte Tilbury eye powder pencil. It's called the Classic, and it's like a brown, it's not a black, so it's not too sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my waterline, and you've got to trust the process, okay? I might not do this on camera purely because I guarantee I do it on camera and it won't work. But basically you want to trust the process and draw the line. It might not be right, but then you go back in with, I go back in with like a wipe it a bit, add a bit more colour and do the wing. Okay, so I've done the waterline, as you can see, just quite simple. And what I like to do sometimes as well is then just line like this part. I don't even know what it's called, like kind of like the cat eye part. Yeah, so you can see it's just gone a tiny bit up there. Now, I'm not talented enough. Amy, that does my makeup, she can do the eyeliner all across the top. I cannot, so it's quite lazy of me. I literally put lashes on so it looks like I have liner on, but I don't. It's just the lash. It's quite bad, I know, but you know, beauty secrets. Anyway, I need to do the flick, and then I'm just wearing, now, please forgive me, these are the Lashes of Dreams Sultry Lash from Amy Makeup Artist, who does my makeup. This is her like lash brand. I'll link everything in the description. And I've worn these quite a bit since like New Year's Eve. I just prefer wearing like used lashes. I know it sounds really disgusting, but most people that know me I actually like sleep in my makeup. I'm a weird human being, like I sleep in my makeup, and yeah. So I like using used lashes. Come at me, hate me if you want to, but yeah, that's just me. So you can see that's not the finished product. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna keep on chatting now, because I'll just be able to like fix it up myself. I feel like most people know how to do it. I'm just like late to the trend. So although Meg did say to me, like when I did it the other day, to get ready to go to Tesco, yes, that's how sad my life has got to. She was like, how did you do that? So maybe people don't. But you know, you'll see what I mean. Trust the process, guys. That's what I do in life. To go back to the comment on Corona's over, I also want to go, I was talking to my cousin about it the other day. I want to go on like a girls' holiday, like with my cousins, because we want to go to Portugal. Which is exciting, but Portugal is actually cursed. Like we've booked to go, well, my mum and dad have booked to go there 5 times, so we've booked to go there twice this year, and it's been cancelled. So love that from Portugal. They just don't want the Griffins over there, you know. Maybe we'll get to Portugal this year, like August this year. Hopefully we'll see the end of COVID by then. Jesus Christ, if not, like, oh, God knows. Next one. So this is a funny one, actually. Oh, it's not funny, but it is funny. So it says, in your past relationships, you've said things you wished you hadn't. Okay, obviously, this girl doesn't know me too well because I haven't had any past relationships, darling. I can speak, though, from, like, if you wanna... What I'm going to speak from is, like, past boys I've spoken to. I think what my issue is, okay, my friends will vouch me on this one. My issue with boys is I kind of tend to ghost people. Yes, I am that person. It's not a good trait of mine. I just, you know, I get scared, like, at this moment in time in life, right, obviously, if someone came along and I was like, oh my God, the man of my dreams, like, marry me. But, like, at 18, I'm not looking for, like, my lifelong partner. And I feel like my friends will vouch me, like, the people that I end up chatting to end up being, like, a bit older than me. Some anyway, some not. This is the lash glue as well, that Amy has, the Lashes of Dream lash glue. Very good. Yeah, with boys I chat to, like, some of the time, a little bit significantly older than me, and, like, some of them would probably be ready to, like, settle down, have kids, and that's just not what I'm about. Like, I'm literally in first year of uni, which I haven't lived yet, so second year is going to be, like, first year, and I haven't experienced that. Obviously, like, if someone came along and I was like, they were kind of nearer to my age, you know, same like aspirations and stuff like that, then yeah, I wouldn't say no. But yeah, I think I wish, you know what, I think this, so the question is, in your past relations you've said things you wished you hadn't. I think it's the opposite. I've not said things that I wish I had. Like, I wish I had just been, like, more upfront and honest, because I am a bad ghoster, and, you know, if you message, but I'm a bad texter as well. Like, my friends will tell you that, like, I'll either reply, like, straight away, or you won't hear from me for, like, an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour the next day. I have a bad habit of, like, thinking I've replied to stuff and then, like, checking, and I'm like, oh, they haven't replied, and then I'm like, oh God, I didn't reply. The question was, yeah, there's things I wish I did say, and maybe just been a bit more upfront and honest. But I think I just get scared, like, oh, I don't want to let them, like, I don't want to, like, let them down. And then I kind of just, I think it's better left unsaid, but that's not the way forward, girls. Don't take advice. So the lashes are on now. How gorgeous. And do you see what I mean? They kind of give that eyeliner look without putting the eyeliner on. get at Amy Makeup Artist Lashes of Dreams, because they are actually lashes of dreams. And they're not really thick, they're not really big, they're just like natural, which is what I like. So next I'm going to go into my face, and as I was saying before, the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Now, moving on from the boys, this next one's quite funny actually. I got this a lot actually, and basically the question slash assumption is, you seem very posh even though you're from Manchester. Gosh, this one, I can't even like describe myself. I don't know where the accent's derived from. Like, my mum has quite a bit of a posh accent, but no one else in my family kind of, I get where I understand the question. Like, yes, I do have a posh voice. Everyone says it, and then I go, oh, I'm not posh. I genuinely, it just kind of has, I know I'm going to sound really posh now, because now everyone's saying you sound posh. My head's going to be like, mouth's going to make me talk posher. But the person that wrote it, she was really cute. She put, no hate, I love it. P.S. You're gorgeous. So I was like, oh, thanks. Yeah, it's not like forced or anything. It's like my normal voice. But yeah, I don't really know where it's come from myself. I genuinely don't know. Like, I've never been to like etiquette lessons, stuff like that. It's just kind of my accent. Like, I must have just picked it up from speaking to loads of people, and it's kind of just picked up. I think sometimes like maybe stuff I watch has made me talk a bit like this. Sorry, I didn't tell you about I'm using some Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation and then a number 7 one, and I mix it together. So yeah, I'll link everything in the description anyway. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain that one. Like, I am from Manchester, and yeah, so really I should really have a Manc accent, but I don't. I mean, my mum doesn't have a Manc accent. My dad, I mean, we've not had Dad on the channel. We will have to get him on one day, when he's not so shy. But my mum does have a posh accent, like when she's on the phone. Sorry, I can't talk right now. But no, significantly, no one in my family is like posh. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that one. But you know, maybe I'll start talking. I went to my mum, I read the thing to my mum, and I was like, should I start saying like, yeah, alright, oh kid, like a proper Manc accent? And she was like, oh god, no, Abby. So maybe that's where I get it from. But I have filmed a video with my mum, so if you want to go back and watch that and see what my mum talks like, maybe I get it from my mama. That's all there is to say on that. Also, I want to mention this brush, because this brush is actually the best foundation brush. I don't think it's actually a foundation brush, but it's the Zoeva Petit, I think it's the 135 Petit Face Zoeva brush. Really good. I have a set from Zoeva, and it's literally like the best thing. I got it one Christmas, I think, and I've not looked back. Next question. You always wear makeup. Well, you know, no, I don't actually. Let's contradict that. Obviously it's a contradiction. I'm contradicting myself right now, because I'm literally putting makeup on to go absolutely nowhere. But I don't always wear makeup. Like, it may seem like I do, but you probably, if you watch my latest vlog, you probably see like half the time I think I've got makeup on in it like 3 times. That's in lockdown. And sometimes I don't wear like foundation. It's just kind of like, this is a number 7 Lift and Illuminate Serum Concealer. It's actually quite a thing that I actually really like, number 7 products. I think they're really good for your skin. Don't come at me if you think I'm like a old nan, but yeah, I really like number 7 products. I can't lie to you guys. I think they're really good for skincare as well. But yeah, if you go watch my latest vlog, you see that I don't wear that much makeup. And I only wear it like really when I'm going like out, or when I'm like, well, I mean, when I'm filming a video, when I want to take pictures, you know. Sometimes I wear it going to work, sometimes I don't, or sometimes I literally, I'm going to tell you, like every day. So I have this from the Body Shop. It's like a coconut bronze, like face tanner. So it tans your face just ever so slightly, so you don't look like, even if you're not got it on your neck, you know what I mean, you don't look out of place, but it just makes you feel like you've got a bit of colour on your cheeks, you know what I mean? So sometimes I just wear that, do my eyebrows, put some mascara on and lip gloss, I'm good to go. So really, I don't wear makeup all the time, but yeah, I'm contradicting myself here. I think like when I went to college, I hardly wore makeup. If ever. I don't think I ever wore makeup. I do make a bit more of an effort for uni when we go in, which is like non-existent. I think I've been in like 5 times. But you know, we move. I actually got my uni assignment back today. I got 2-1. So didn't do too bad. We've got another one coming back in like 2 weeks, and I'm actually dreading it because I know I didn't put half my effort into it. It was due in like the week after Christmas, so you know, we kind of left it like till really last minute, and then Christmas came, didn't really want to do it, and it was kind of rushed. But you know, we move, first year doesn't count, and I've got a 2-1 in my past too, so I mean, hopefully I'll pass the year. So yeah, that's that on makeup. Contradicting myself today, but you know, we move, darlings. So the next one, you hate public transport. Now, I drive, so I don't really get public transport, and my friends will know the same thing as well. I didn't really get public transport before I drove. My grandma, bless her, she was an angel. So is my mum. My dad did take me places, but my mum was more of a taxi driver. But yeah, my grandma, bless her, she would... Well, actually, I lie. Grandma would take me to the tram stop and I would get the tram to college, and vice versa. But there were days like when it was rainy and she'd be like, I'll drop you, Abby. A real life angel is Grandma Lena. So Grandma used to take me to college, or she would drop me to the tram stop and I would get the tram in. Or in final year, Grace Carty introduced me to the bus. So I'm not like really bad with public transport. Like, I'd never gotten really a bus until Grace took me on it to go to school, because obviously they introduced the pass, and it was a pass and you could go all around Manchester. Obviously, I don't know whether it was introduced, like it was literally like £10 or something and you could go anywhere. Our pass, that's what it was. I never actually bought one. I was a stupid person and paid for the bus every single day to college, because I never got round to ordering an R pass. But you know, we move on that one as well. We learn from life. So yeah, I never actually got an R pass. So that was fun. But yeah, I liked the bus because it pulled up right outside college, whereas if I had to get the tram, it was a 10-minute walk, which wasn't bad in the summer, but in the winter, you know, in the rain, it wasn't a vibe. So yeah, on that front, I don't hate public transport, but I mean, I prefer to drive. Callum put, you think 832 is the best business around. Well, it actually is at the minute, because it's doing some really good stuff for my channel. So yes, I do think 832 is a good business, and he's done like different bits for my channel, like the subscribe button and stuff, so it's really good if you ever need anything graphic design wise. Anyway, next question. You like Earl Grey tea? Well, sisters, let's spread the tea. Yes, I don't think there's any more to say on that. I flipping love Earl Grey tea. I love it. Like, I say this all the time, but you've had a bad day, a cup of Earl Grey. Oh my god, that rhymes as well. Oh my god, I actually want that on a cup. You've had a bad day, have an Earl Grey. Oh my god, I just put quotes out of thin air. Do you know what I actually do? I said one the other day and I was like, oh my god, you know what, I should be a motivational speaker, because I'm literally plucking these quotes out of thin air. Anyway, yeah, you've had a bad day, have an Earl Grey. You want a bath? And to be fair, I don't really have tea in the bath. I used to, but now like I like to stick to like some water, because geez, you get in there and you're like sweating because the water's like boiling, then you're like drinking a cup of tea, like it's kind of like a sauna. Good for the skin though. I mean, you're feeling sad, have an Earl Grey. You want to chill, you want a biscuit, have an Earl Grey. Like, literally, I mean, you can have normal tea as well, like it works for normal tea. But if you haven't tried Earl Grey, just try it. I mean, the first time, Grace Carty introduced me to Earl Grey. Grace actually introduced me to Earl Grey. And the first time, believe it or not, I tried it and I was like, what the hell is this, Grace? I was like, is this like lavender tea or something? But the thing was, she didn't tell me, so I was expecting normal tea, and then I got Earl Grey. But then ever since, I was like, do you know what? It's actually really nice. And then I've never looked back. So thanks, Grace, for that. I really appreciate your recommendation of Earl Grey. Well, forcing me to have Earl Grey. I mean, everyone else who's tried it, like I know Jenna and Liv Bagley, they do not like Earl Grey. But you know, each to their own. This is the Gucci one. I've showed it in my what I got for Christmas in the shade 3. Really good. I think it was a statement more, because I love it. And it just gets me through the days. It gets me through my uni lectures. Let me say that. In a uni lecture, have an Earl Grey, because them things are boring as. Like, I don't mind the seminars, but the lectures, jeez, especially online, not a vibe. Now, the next question, you want to live and work abroad. Well, you wouldn't be wrong, darling. So I'm just doing my finishing touches now. What was I saying? You want to live and work abroad. You wouldn't be wrong. I would give an arm and a leg to be abroad right now. So from one of my assignments, funny actually, the one I said I didn't try with, I had to read a book. Well, I didn't have to. I chose the hard option. I'm just putting Charlotte Tilbury blush on. Yeah, I didn't have to. I chose the hard option. We either had to read a book and do a book review, or we could choose, like, it was like fashion cultures, so we could choose like a item of clothing, so say like flared jeans, and write about the history of flared jeans, which wouldn't have took me as long because you don't have to read it. Well, obviously you would have to read books, but you wouldn't have to read a full book. So I chose to do Angela Telly, who became like an influential man in fashion history, because he was the first black man to become chief editor in Vogue. You don't care about this, but you know, I chose to write about him, and he wrote in it, someone told him, if you want to make it big in fashion, you have to go to New York, and he was literally going to leave New York to go home to his family, like you're never gonna make it, and he stayed on his friend's apartment floor over Christmas, like didn't go home to see his family at Christmas, didn't have a dime to his name. He had a few River Gauche shirts and his Louis Vuitton satchel, and he was on his way, and then he got an internship, and so forth and so forth. He made it in fashion. So really, my dream is to get a placement in New York, like Ralph Lauren, somewhere like that, live there for a year, come back, finish my degree, and then be offered a job over in New York in like Ralph Lauren's head office, and be like women's wear, men's wear, accessories buyer for them, and work my way up. That, boys and girls, is the dream. Genuinely, if I can make that happen, I'm gonna start manifesting, you know, and that is what's gonna happen. You know, I'm going to make it happen. You've only got one life, and you probably realise that with COVID, like, life can be short, so you just gotta make the most of it. I mean, just think of the content I could give you guys, like vlogs in New York. Like, who wouldn't want to see that? So, you know, that's what my dream job is, to be like head of buying, just like flying, traveling, you know, just literally living life, buying clothes. You know, I mean, there's a lot more to it than just buying clothes, like plan ranges, you know. I'm going to show off my uni knowledge here, don't come at me. there's a lot more to it than just buying clothes, but you know, the main gist of it is like, who wouldn't want to do that? So I'm filming this on Wednesday night and it's snowing outside. Now, if anyone knows, like, all day Wednesday it's been raining and it's snowing and it's sticking. Crazy. Anyway, I'm wearing this velvet teddy. Oh my god, I've been looking for you for ages. I just went into a bag and I was like, oh, I need a lip colour. I found velvet teddy. If anyone's ever had the perfume of velvet teddy, gorgeous. So I might put a gloss on. But yeah, so let me just finish what I was saying about my job. And yeah, that's the thing with my job. I want to travel, and with buying, you're traveling all the time. Obviously not in the current climate, but I won't become a buyer for at least 4 years. I might be like admin assistant or something in my placement, but you know, nothing special, just a background person really. But yeah, that is all I want to do. You want to live and work abroad? Yes is the answer to that question. 100%. 4 years time, I will not be in this country and I will not be coming back for a long time. Dismay to Mary. We were talking about it the other week and she started crying. Well, she was basically in tears. She was like, oh my gosh, I know when you graduate you're going to be in New York and you're going to be here, Australia, Shanghai, you're going to be here. And she's like, I don't want you to go. I mean, she's never going to stop me doing my dreams. She was like, I'll be happy for you, but I won't want you to go. Obviously, because I'm her little girl. So yeah, that is the makeup look. I'm just going to go off camera, do my hair, and then I'll be in my outfit for the finished look.